Do our kitties understand how much we love them? Or can they even understand the idea of love at all? These are the questions that haunt many a cat parent. In this video, we're going to be looking at love, whether our cats can experience it, whether they know that we experience it, and how you can show it to your cat. But before we dive in, why not subscribe and join our feline loving community for more information about how to care for your kitty? Do cats know what love is? This is a complicated question, as it depends on what you consider love. The ancient Greeks had 8 kinds of love, ranging from eros, romantic, to philia, friendship, to storge, familial love, and all kinds in between. Scientists, however, classify love as a social attachment linked to the release of a specific hormone called oxytocin. Oxytocin is released when parents and children, or lovers, or good friends are interacting with each other. It's the chemical that makes social interaction feel comfortable and fun. It's also a chemical that is found in all mammals and birds. As cats are mammals, this means that they do, chemically, experience the emotion that we call love. It is, however, probably a less complicated form of love than what humans experience. Your kitty is unlikely to write you a sonnet, for example, or dedicate their next symphony in your honor. Feline love is, however, in some ways purer than the messy, tangled web that is human love. In general, cats love people who are kind to them and dislike people who aren't. They have no concept of betrayal, or falling out of love, or loving the wrong person. Once you gain your cat's trust, if you continue to treat them well, they will love you for the rest of their lives. This sense of devotion, and of being the entire center of somebody's world, is why humans have been keeping other species as pets for centuries. Does my cat love me? Now you know for certain that your kitty is capable of love. You may be wondering, how can I tell whether they really do love me as much as I love them? Well, if you're having trouble believing in your furry friend's love for you, maybe you're just having a hard time seeing it. Cats communicate love primarily through body language. If you study how your pet moves and how they interact with you, then you should soon start to pick up on the signs of their affection. One of the most subtle but meaningful ways cats will say, "I love you," is by blinking. Slow blinks, sometimes known as cat kisses or "I love you" blinks, are your cat's way of expressing pure love and affection. If you want to make them happy, you can look them in the eyes and slowly blink back at them. Scent marking is another method of kitty adoration. When your cat rubs their face against your legs, it might feel like they're trying to trip you up, but they're actually activating special glands on their cheeks that release scent under pressure. Humans can't smell this scent, but to other cats, it communicates clearly, "This human is mine." For territory-obsessed creatures like cats, claiming you as part of that territory is a clear sign of love. Finally, the third most common way that your kitty says, "I love you," is kneading. Cats are prey animals in the wild, and it's easy for apex predators like humans to forget what a tremendous sign of trust it is for our furry friends to even sit on our laps. Consider how much bigger you are than your cat, and how easily you could hurt them even by accident. Sitting on your lap is already a huge sign of affection, but kneading your lap takes it to the next level. Kneading, also known as making biscuits, is something that your cat would have done as a kitten, to their mama cat, at feeding time, as adults. Doing it to their human cat parents is a sign of extreme love and trust. Your cat is saying that not only do they love you enough to be vulnerable around you, but that they see you as kind of like their parent. Does my cat know that I love them? This is another complicated question. The first thing to consider is whether cats are able to understand that we have thoughts and feelings at all. The ability to look at another creature and realize that they have their own view of the world, and that their view might not be the same as your view, is called theory of mind. You may think that it's a no-brainer that your cat has this. After all, when your kitty leads you to their empty water dish, isn't that a sign that they know that you need them to tell you it's empty? And what about when they wait for the pet sitter to come around before starting to jump on the counters, where they know they're not supposed to go? Why would they do that if they hadn't realized that this new human is a stranger to the house rules? The issue here is that without access to some kind of magic cat mind reading machine, if only, we have no way of knowing for certain whether our cats truly understand that actions such as leading the human to the water bowl or jumping on the counter only when the strange human is in the house achieve results because they're triggering a thought process in the human. Thought processes like, his dish must be empty, or she wouldn't jump up there so confidently if she wasn't allowed. From your cat's perspective, it may just be that they've learned that leading the human to the water bowl means that it gets refilled, or that jumping on the counter around the strange human means that they won't get in trouble. We can't automatically assume that they know the reasons why. Obviously, figuring out whether cats or any other animals have theory of mind can be a bit of a challenge. Scientists test for theory of mind in young children by presenting them with fictional scenarios where they have to guess how a character would react to situations based on the information that character has at their disposal. Since cats can't communicate their opinions about this sort of thing in words, however, there's no clear way to tell how much our feline friends really understand about how we think. Tests that look for theory of mind in animals tend to be designed around the needs of primates, such as chimpanzees, who can be more easily trained to respond to signals from a human researcher and can therefore participate in more complicated multi-step experiments. Little research has been done so far on whether cats have theory of mind, so that we genuinely have no idea whether this is something that they are capable of. The second thing to consider is how much this really matters. Yeah, it may sting at first to realize that your cat could simply be incapable of understanding how much you love them, or that you love them at all. But that doesn't mean that they don't think of you as a positive person in their lives. Cats recognize that their people are the ones who provide them with food and water. Most cats are also aware that their people are the ones who can be most relied upon to protect them from harm. Many cats will become extra clingy around their cat parents when distressed because they look to us for comfort and security. They know that we are the people they can go to for cuddles, and they will often reciprocate by showing us feline forms of affection. Whether they understand the deep emotional reasons behind our kindness to them is surely not important, so long as they understand that we are, and will always be, kind to them. To learn more about the mysterious nature of cats, why not check out this video on the secrets that are hidden in your furry friend's toe beans and fur?